Good afternoon. Welcome on in to another episode of From Day One. This afternoon, like every Monday afternoon, let's head to court and have some fun. Shall we? And now, here's the courtroom.
Today, it is completely your choice. The court is not making that decision.
We'll continue it till next Friday.
Okay.
Are you happy?
One 13245-01. You have an attorney.
Your Honor, Austin Gregory, P85193, on behalf of Mr. Willis, who's present by Zoom, has been made aware of his constitutional rights, waives from reading and stands mute.
Thank you. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty. Is there a detective or Sergeant Derwick present?
Mr. Willis.
No.
All right.
No. Do you want me to go get him?
I guess, do you have access to go get him?
Yeah, I think I just go outside his door and yell for him.
Okay.
You said Sergeant or Detective who?
Derwick.
Derwick. Is there a Sergeant Derwick? They're asking for you.
Yeah. Go get that sergeant so he can read the report of all the nasty stuff he did.
Well, we have people helping us out during their arraignment, Counsel Gregory.
Your Honor, there's no the sergeant's not available right now. I'm sorry, ma'am.
That's all right. Thank you very much. We'll just go proceed with what we have.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Willis. I appreciate your cooperation, your assistance. Your court dates are November 1st, 2023. Mr. Willis, please listen. Mr. Willis.
I'm listening.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Your court dates are November 1st, 2023. It is probable cause conference, followed by preliminary examination, November 8th, 2023. Both matters are at 9 o'clock at the Dearborn Heights District Courthouse. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, ma'am. November 1st and November 8th at 9 a.m. in person, correct?
I do not know if it's in person, but you may want to check. Okay.
Okay.
Also, all right. Also, Mr. Willis, while this case is pending, there is no driving on any automobiles. Do you understand that?
Oh, I've been understood that from my other cases, ma'am.
Okay. All right. As long as you know that it also includes mini bikes, motorcycles, ATVs, golf carts.
A bicycle?
No, mini bikes.
Oh, okay, good.
I'm not
so
referring to bicycles. I'm not referring to bicycles. If you can pedal it, you can drive. You can get on a bike. However, if it requires gas, you can't be on it. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All
I
right,
understand
you
that.
understand that. All right.
Yes.
Counsel, with that being said, this is from June 2022. I see that Mr. Willis has ties in the metropolitan area. I don't have a case history. I don't have a criminal history. Let me see if there's anything else. I do see that, but this report is from 2022. Warrants out of Ohio. Now, I'm not going to ask Mr. Willis to respond.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Counsel, go ahead, Esteban, please.
Your Honor, Mr. Willis does have ties to the community. He does stay with his father. He's 21 years old. He is unemployed, Your Honor, but he was picked up on his way home from a job interview, and he maintained employment until from April to August. He was on a bike, Your Honor, when he was picked up. So he does understand how to comply with court orders. I am asking for a personal bond in this case.
Thank you. Mr. Willis has been very cooperative in the assistance of trying to get an officer. This is more than a year old. This is not assaultive. But he was going away from the police, but this is more than a year ago. And even though that the warrants are from out of the state of Ohio, there was more than 2 years old. I will indicate that the two warrants, one is pleading and eluding, no bond. Two cases, pleading and eluding, no bond. Noted on warrant, armed and dangerous, violent tendencies.
Remember, you look marvelous.
Good morning.
Go ahead.
All right, are you there?
That was from an anonymous source. This right here is from Kristen, and I have to thank Fancy Pants RN for the Karen who tries to get herself into contempt.
Are you there?
We are. Can you hear me?
Oh, okay, yeah. I just figured out how to work it, I guess. I'm not sure how to do Zoom. So, yeah. All right, so.
Thank you for now. Go ahead.
All right, well, go ahead. I don't know how y'all even do this whole setup. I'm never been a arraignment on a phone.
So you are Ryan Spare.
Yes, ma'am. Middle name Matthew.
Judge, all my prior arraignments were in person, okay?
We are on the record in case number 23-0390SD, and you're appearing for arraignment purposes this morning. Mr. Jarbo is the defense attorney available through the Indigent Defense Council here to assist you with that arraignment. I think that he's probably not yet had an opportunity to speak with you. Is that right, Mr. Jarbo?
No, we did speak. Ryan and I did have an opportunity to speak.
All right, thank you. So, Mr. Jarbo, you had an opportunity to review the allegations on the complaint, the nature of the offense, possible maximum penalties with Mr. Spare.
We did. I did have the opportunity. I did discuss the misdemeanor charge with him. He's aware of the single charge and the potential maximum penalty he would waive for the reading of the misdemeanor complaint. At this point, he's simply asking that a plea of not guilty be entered and the matter be set for pretrial. We did discuss his options regarding an attorney. At that point, he was going to consider whether he would plan to go out and hire someone or whether he felt that he may not be able to afford that and was going to ask the court to screen him for court-appointed counsel. So I'll let him deal with that. And then as far as bond, the court should be aware that he does travel for work, and I think we'll have to have a discussion about his bond conditions when we get there. Thank you.
So, Mr. Spare, this is a very unusual way to make your court appearance, and I understand that. However, you are making a court appearance. So first of all, I'd ask that you not smoke while we're in the arraignment, please.
Okay.
And did you decide whether you are going? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I travel to work. I travel all across country. I do concrete work, and I specialize in a lot of different types of concrete repairs. But
Okay.
at the end of the day is I travel for work. I have to have my driver's license. I have to be able to, I live in South Carolina. I don't reside in Traverse City. Just happens that I have a buddy that lives up there that I bought a bike off of that I leave a bike up there so I can get around.
Sir, hold on.
Yeah.
So you just, for right now, we're on the record. So it would be very important for you just to answer the questions that I ask you and not provide other information yet, okay?
Yeah, I'm not trying to provide any other information. I'm just letting you know what I have going on. Now, y'all can go ahead and y'all can set whatever court date y'all want, and I will try to make it there. That's all I'm asking for that, and I need to ask for a court-appointed attorney.
That was the question I was going to ask you. So if you are going to request a court-appointed attorney, I need to place you under oath and ask you some questions. Would you please raise your right hand?
Yep.
Are you raising it? I'm sorry, I can't see it.
I'm sorry. I can't hold the phone 10 feet away from my face.
And you swear that the information you're about to give me will be the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, ma'am.
This isn't the brightest guy I've ever seen.
Thank you, and you're welcome to lower your hand. Mr. Spare, what's your phone number?
843-694, Beaufort, South Carolina, 29906. No, I do not check my email. There's no point for y'all to even have it because I don't even check it.
And you are currently employed for yourself, or do you work for a company or another person?
Technically, I work for myself. I'm a subcontractor. So I own a carpentry concrete business down in South Carolina, but working out of these different states and whatnot, I'm just a sub.
Okay. And what is your average take-home pay?
Roughly between 800 to 1,200 a week. I mean, I don't know what that averages out to.
Well, if that's regular, it'd probably average out to about 1,000. You know, just a little quick math off the top of my head.
I'll spend more than that in plane tickets, it seems.
Do you own a vehicle?
The only vehicle that I own is that motorcycle that's up in Michigan.
What is the estimated value of that vehicle?
$1,000.
Do you
Kristen, who sent me this video, titled the video that she sent to me, "Future Failure to Appear," and she nailed it.
have any money in a checking account or savings account, any cash on hand, or any digital currency?
I have no cash.
Money in a checking account or savings account?
Nope. I don't do
appoint an
bank.
attorney.
Okay.
Okay. I will appoint an attorney for you. The next step in the
Speaking of Karen Accountant, Lokificent tells me that he filed for a TPO against her, and that's up tomorrow in Washington. I'll do it if I can find it. I want to see Karen Accountant. I want to see, and I'm hoping the other judge makes her turn her camera on.
process, the pretrial conference in this case would be scheduled for November 9th. It's at 9 a.m. It is an in-person appearance, and the court will mail you that notice. Mr. Jarbo, you indicated you have issues regarding bond that you'd like the court to know.
Well, I think that Mr. Spare has already addressed them. He lives in South Carolina and does travel, I think, through various parts of the country for work, doing his subcontracting work. So also advises me that there has no prior drink and driving offense.
Thank you. So, Mr. Spare, I saw that you did post an interim bond. In this case, I will continue the interim bond that you posted. I will also allow you to leave the state of Michigan for work purposes, but you must appear at every time the court orders you to be here, so you understand that.
Ma'am, I cannot guarantee anything on that. I mean, I got to survive. I turn down certain jobs. I lose contracts. I lose that spot. But I cannot guarantee anything. I will try my hardest to make it up there. But like I said, I mean, I travel. It's hard.
So, Mr. Spare, you're welcome to discuss that with your attorney. But right now, your next court appearance is on November.
Yeah, ask Paul. He's up there in Traverse City in his little Traverse City uniform at his desk. You talk to him and say, file a motion and ask if I can appear via Zoom. It'll get granted.
November 9th. And if you fail to appear, a bench warrant for your arrest would be issued. So you should discuss those issues with your attorney, okay?
I will do that as soon as I get notice of what his attorney it is, I guess.
Again, I'm going to continue the bond that you posted. I'm going to place additional conditions on the interim bond. You may not use nor possess any alcohol, any illegal substance, any controlled substance, including marijuana, any mind or mood altering substances, or any non-prescribed medication. That you would submit to discretionary testing whenever requested by a police officer or any court personnel, so you can't refuse.
Well, I mean,
no threatening.
Never mind. I'm
I'm sorry.
nothing. I'm talking over you. I'm sorry.
You'll have no threatening, intimidating, harassing, or violent behavior towards any person. You'll be
Did you just tell the judge that she was talking over him?
respectful of all court employees and care providers during the course of your case. You may not operate a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license, registration, and insurance, nor with the presence of any alcohol, any illegal substance, or any controlled substance, even that which might be prescribed to you.
Okay.
So you should hear from you'll hear from your court-appointed attorney by the end of next week. Your next
Okay.
court appearance is November 9th at 9 a.m. It's an in-person appearance. The court will mail you that notice.
Okay.
Mr. Jarbo, do you have any questions or concerns?
No, I think you've covered it. Thank you.
Bear, do you have any questions?
Nope.
Yeah, I don't have any questions. Looks like my client's not going to make it, and a bench warrant's going to issue here at the next appearance. That's the way I see this, Judge.
I'm assuming if I did anything would be mailed to me, and it wouldn't matter too much anyhow. So November 9th, 9 a.m. in person. Would that be at the 86th District Court?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Well, that's all I need to know. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for your appearance this morning, sir, and you're free to leave the meeting.
All right. If I can figure it out. There you go, maybe. No. Leave.
Have you ever had a failure to appear?
Possibly.
All right, Ms. Powell, we're going to come back to your case. What is your preference for proceeding today versus next week?
Well, at this time, I would like to, I'd just like to state that this has become a health issue and a financial issue for myself and my husband.
Okay.
Continuing it does not help this matter. But because of the way it has been handled by the courts and by the defendants, I wish to agree to set it over.
Okay.
For
Okay.
I'm not sure that is the right thing to do by the courts deciding that, but at the same time, I feel like I'm in a trap. And I've been.
So let me ask what you mean when you say by the court's not deciding anything today.
Yeah, let's start with that. The court hasn't decided anything. I cut out the first part because it was too long. But she said, "Do you want to proceed on this motion today, which you only got receipt of today?" Also, this woman lied to the judge and said she didn't have a copy when she does. She said, "Do you want to proceed on the motion today, or do you want to sit it over for a week so you have time to look at it first?" Then she comes back, "Well, I feel like, okay, again, we don't care about your feelings, number one. Number two, the judge hasn't decided anything."
Okay, so I just want to be really clear. I'm giving you the decision to continue the case to next Friday or continue it, argue it today. It is completely your choice. The court is not making that decision.
We'll continue it till next Friday.
Okay.
Are you happy? Oh, I would like to request, though, if it's possible, for next Friday, I would like the defendants to be here in person as well.
So a couple things. I just want to respond to your first question about, am I happy? I don't take any side or bias in these cases. I'm not happy or sad about any outcome. I judge cases based on the facts in front of me. So I want to respond briefly to that. With regard to the defendants being in person, this is a docket that we call hybrid. So anyone can come in person to the iPad booths, or they can appear by Zoom. So I cannot mandate and will not mandate in-person appearance for a docket that is not solely in person per our court guidelines. Okay. So they are free to appear by Zoom or through their attorney next week.
Okay.
Any other questions for the court?
No, I apologize for being snide. I do appreciate your time.
I understand the frustration through this process, so not a problem. Okay, we'll see you back next week,
Okay, 2 points for apologizing, but still, it was out of line.
Friday, October 27th at 9 a.m.
Don't say a word. Oh, and go ahead and put yourself on mute now.
Gentlemen at DTC, what's your name, sir?
All right, I'm gonna give a general warning here. This is kind of a chill stream here. I grabbed a bunch of this stuff. It's interesting. It's not funny, and the crimes are nasty. So if you're down for that, carry on.
Edward Lee
Gentlemen at
Sanders.
DTC, what's your name?
Edward Lee Sanders.
Sanders. Looking for your file. Oh, here he goes. Mr. Sanders, thank you for your patience. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon. I'm Magistrate Chuck Dasser. You're here on criminal matter. Case number is 230-5951201, sir. You have an attorney. Go ahead, counsel.
Austin Gregory, PA 5193, on behalf of Mr. Sanders, who's present by Zoom, has been made aware of his constitutional rights. Away from reading, stands mute.
Thank you. I'm going to enter plea of not guilty. Court dates are October 31st, 2023, probable cause conference, followed by preliminary examination, November 7th, 2023. Both matters are in front of Judge Giles. Mr. Sanders, there are some bond conditions. First bond condition is you're not to have contact with these individuals, Haydar, Hepton, and Yarub Sabah. When I say no contact with those individuals, that means no person-to-person contact, no contact with third parties, no phone calls, no emails, no text messaging. You understand that, sir?